Centering pass, looking dribbling. Alex Levy trying to cut and falls hard. So Alex Levy, number 27. Just a fluky, tough slip there. Just trying to cut off the clear attempt by Braintree. Ended up stepping on the ball the wrong way. That was the ankle right there. Hopefully it's just, hopefully it's nothing major. As she limps off on her own power, not needing any assistance, but is still looking pretty hobbled. So we certainly hope that she's okay long term. So off the dead ball, looks like they're trying to figure out the logistics of how to restart after a play like that. They drop the ball, and I guess this is how we're doing it. Crazy ball bouncing around like Maddie Moore, but nobody there. That's going to be out of bounds. Couple deflections. I don't know why OBS keeps disconnecting and reconnecting today. Very strange. But right now, Brookline trying to move the ball ahead. Maddie Moore trying to keep it in bounds down the far side. She does. Now it's booted out of bounds down the sideline. Now the throw-in, that's Leslie trying to battle it out. Passes back to Sari Frankel. Frankel now over to Hope Leslie. Keeper. Her and Cecilia Wager, and it's won by Wager. Now back to Wager. Fakes out a defender. Frankel, and she gets control of it. Now turns around and starts moving. Boots it across midfield, trying to lead Leslie. And Leslie trying to take that one away from number 11. Who taps it back for number 8, deflected away by Leslie. And now number 8 takes it and loses it out of bounds. Like I said, when you've got Anna Leslie on one wing and you've got Amara Ukamadu on the other, that is just dangerous offensively. This ball is taken by Hope Leslie. Passed back to Moore. Moore kicks a liner. Deflects off the knee of number 2. Washburn trying to deflect it, but it's kicked away by number 2. Taken by number 10, who boots it awkwardly into the air. Off the head. Moore tries to swoop in. The deflection, I think, went off of number 10's hand. Free kick line. Wager taking the free kick. This one goes into the air. Off ahead. Downed by Washburn. Washburn passes back to weaving her way through. Sends a pass past Chernychev over to Moore. Moore coming around the edge. Runs out of action. There it is. Now Sarah Gonzalez taps it ahead for Eleanor Bergstein. Bergstein tries to lead her teammate, but deflected out of bounds by the defense. Bergstein throws it into Frankel. Frankel dribbling along the near sideline. Base passes for Levy, but it's chased down by Fagnan. Fagnan coming around the edge on the far side. Fakes out her defender. Fakes out one defender. Turns around and passes it to Frankel. Frankel waiting. Goes around a defender. Ahead. Big kick. No, wait. Anna Pentland. Now a kick from Sarah Gonzalez. goal. But for whatever reason, that off Leshley. Both long floating shot just bounced off the crossbar, and then some kind of infraction blew the play dead before Gonzalez scored. The throw in here, deflected and out of bounds. Now it's Braintree ball. I think they either went a little too far or a little too fast on that throw in. Throw in off the head of Pentland. Now off the head of a Braintree player. They're trying to take it down the far side, but cut off immediately by Fagnan. Fagnan pass to Frankel, whose touch pass is intercepted. Now a scrum for the ultimately kicked ahead to Frankel. Frankel dribbles around a couple of defenders, floats one down the far side, but off the mark and out of bounds. Another throw in for Braintree. They keep deflecting. Now trying to dribble through. Sending a pass ahead, deflected away by Freeze. Dribbling with it, sends a pass ahead to Frankel. Frankel turns, floats one for Bergstein. Bergstein staying on sides. Bergstein fakes out her defender. Big chance, Eleanor Bergstein cut off! That was such a big chance, but the defender, number 8, swooped in at the last. And it'll be a throw in for Braintree. Off the head of Bergstein. Now another throw in from Braintree's number 22. Couple deflections and it ends up going down the line, but a whistle? Looks like they're calling a handball, and so it'll be a free kick for Braintree. Here's the kick from 21. Off the head. Now booted away by Pentland, off the head of Frankel. Now it's a foot race for the ball. Braintree gets there first, but can't control it, out of bounds. Pentland looking for a quick throw into Frankel. Frankel passes back to Pentland. Pentland trying to dribble through, but deflected out of bounds. Stays with Brookline. Throw in to Hope Leshley, who tries to tap it back, but just kind of misses. Boots this one down the line, and the goalie is going to scoop this one up. Now sent high in the air, deflected. They're still scrumming for it, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Braintree. So Pentland quickly throws it in. It's deflected, but deflected back to Frankel. Frankel dribbling along the far sideline, trying to get herself an opening. Being relentlessly pursued defensively and lost the ball out of bounds. (1-0) the Brookline lead here in the first half, and Leshley the only score so far. Now Celia Wager kicks this one into space. Now 22 kicks it back. Off the back shoulder. Bergstein took a swipe at it and missed, but now kicks it ahead, but right to 22. And now this one deflected by Bergstein. Seifert's kick deflected and taken away by 22. Seifert battles and gets the ball back. Kicks it ahead for Frankel. Frankel kicks a leading floater, trying to get Bergstein to win the foot race, but number 8 gets there first. Number 8 kicks this one down the line. Seifert kicks it back. Taken by Frankel. Frankel surveys the scene, looking around. Kick deflected by number 8 and out of bounds. Seifert getting ready for the throw-in. Downed by Frankel and tapped back to Seifert, who kicks it towards the middle. Finds Pentland. Pentland trying to break through. Takes an early shot, and it's easily wrapped up by the keeper. This one booted into the air off the head of Fagnan and back towards the box. goalie actually downs it and picks it up. Now punts it again. Awkward bounce, and now Levy gets it and taps it back to Gonzalez. Now sent ahead to Pentland. Pentland heads it forward into the air off the foot of 8. Now Gonzalez kicks it forward and into the box, but right into the arms of the keeper. Now this one punted into the air. Downed by 26, back to 22, and now ahead to 7. 7 can't keep it in bounds. And so this will be a throw-in for the Warriors as we await a couple of substitutions. For Brookline, Moore and Ukamadu check back into the game, replacing Fagnan and Frankel. The throw-in to Eleanor Bergstein. Too many players, and Braintree's trying to force it through, but kicked away by Wager. Right to number 4, though, but Gonzalez knocks it loose, and Levy kicks it away. Deflected right back. Now Seifert cuts off this kick. And we got a whistle for a penalty against Braintree. Now Wager getting ready for the free kick for the Warriors. This one's booted high in the air. It's a foot race for the ball and an offsides call. Again, it can be so tough to time those floated passes right so that you're somewhere past the defender but behind the ball. It is not easy. This one booted in the air. Couple bounces. And Seifert takes it. Seifert floats it down the line. Off the head of 22. Taken by 8, who kicks it into space. But then taken away by number 4. Number 4 dribbling. Hope Leshley battling and taking the ball away. Pass to Pentland. Pentland keeping control of it, directing traffic, passing it ahead, deflected away, and booted into the air. Now off the head of 11, who can't quite get a clean kick on it, and Alex Levy takes it away, passes back to Seifert, now to the middle to Gonzalez. Now pass over to Pentland, over to Ukamadu, now trying to lead it back to Pentland, but timing's off and taken away by Braintree's number 13. Kicked into space, Moore takes it away, taps it over to Leshley. Leshley, her pass is cut off, but she takes the ball right back, passes over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to pass ahead, intercepted, but that kick into space is taken by Alex Levy. Levy has the ball taken away. It's kicked into the air off the head of Freeze, and now Seifert swoops in and kicks it, now off another foot, downed by Levy. Levy manages to maintain possession and decides to pass it back to Wager. Wager boots it in the air across midfield. Ukamadu trying to get the race here against number 8, but number 8 cuts it off and kicks it out of bounds. Oh no, they're going to say it deflected off of Ukamadu. Number 8 has been carrying the Braintree defense here in the later stages of this first half. A number of nice chances that she's just taken away from players. Oh wait, this isn't out of bounds. They're calling they called a penalty on Ukamadu. Now a free kick for the Womps. In the air, off the head of Leshley. Bounces. Moore trying to chase it down. She does. Her kick deflects over to Ukamadu, who's now dribbling. Tries to send a pass, but deflected and then booted away by number 8. This one's collected by Pentland. Pentland dribbling in, launches a kick, bounces into the arms of the keeper. This one booted high in the air. Bounce goes off the head of 16, but Seifert boxes her out. Kick is deflected, though, and goes to number 10, but quickly sniped away by Sydney Freeze. Freeze kicks it ahead, taken by 22. She kicks it back to 10. And they call a penalty. Free kick now for Braintree. Number kicks this one towards the box, and it bounces into the arms of Anastopoulos. Quick punt here is deflected. In comes Sarah Gonzalez, passes it over to the far side to Pentland. Pentland lost track of the ball, and it's booted away by number 11, now being chased down by a couple players, ultimately booted away by Anastopoulos off the deflection. Ball goes to number 14, booted back in the air towards the box, bounces off a shoulder. There was a dangerous chance for a second, but Sydney Freeze came in and kicked the ball away. Moore trying to keep the ball in bounds, can't do it. It'll be a throw-in for Braintree. Those two floats to the box are about the most dangerous chances that Braintree has generated here in this first half. Most of the big scoring chances have gone to Brookline, with only one of them bearing fruit so far. Throw in. Bit of a scrum for it. Ultimately booted away by Maddie Moore. Deflected back, but now Seifert swoops in and kicks a high fly ball that is downed, but right back to Ukamadou. Ukamadou now dribbling. It's deflected, but ahead to Bergstein. Bergstein waiting, now leading Ukamadou. Ukamadou trying to gain the edge. Gets the edge, centering kick, deflected out of bounds by number 8. This will be a corner kick. Some nice teamwork and passing there between Eleanor Bergstein and Amara Ukamadou. And now Brookline has the corner kick. Will be taken by Gianna Pentland. Booted high. Off ahead, but right into the arms of the keeper. That was Hope Leshley trying to deliver the second header goal of the day. But instead she swoops in and takes this loose ball. Now passes to Levy, who couldn't keep control of it, and it's booted away. Taken by Moore, kicked ahead, downed and kicked away by 8. Now Leshley takes it. Leshley turning around, boots one over to the other side. Number 22 cuts it off, but Bergstein fights and takes it back. Now taps ahead, booted away. Couldn't quite get the timing on that pass. Now off the big kick, it's Sydney Freeze, who passes it over to Seifert. Seifert has her kick deflected, but she chases the loose ball back down. To the head, goes all the way to the keeper. Now in the air, it's taken by Gonzalez, passed back to Hope Leshley. Leshley sends it over to Moore on the far side. Now over to Leshley. Leshley taps it ahead for Levy. Now back to Leshley. Kick deflected. Kick by 16, but kind of whiffed on it, and so Leshley takes it, passes it back, and it goes to Wager, who gets through one player, but not through another, as this one deflects back. Kicked into space now, 1-on-2, and Freeze just boxes it out enough for Anastopoulos to kick it away. Now a loose ball is still being scrummed for, and we got a late penalty call. I believe that was called against Seifert. So now number 21. Number 21 for Braintree will be taking this free kick. Here's the kick. High in the air towards the box. Headed away by Freeze. Kicked back towards the box, but wide and out of bounds. This will be a goal kick for Anastopoulos. Anastopoulos kicks it towards the far side. Finds a target who gets taken to the ground, and that's going to be a penalty call against Braintree. As I believe that was Gianna Pentland who basically got tackled there. Now a free kick is sent straight to Hope Leshley. Leshley boots it high in the air, trying to lead Bergstein. Bergstein is cut off again by number 8. Number 8 has been the bane of Bergstein's existence in this game. Bergstein's had a number of nice scoring chances, but it seems like number 8 is always there to ruin her plans. As this throw-in is deflected and then kicked back out of bounds by Braintree, another throw-in for the Warriors. This one thrown in. Couple deflections. Levy trying to fight her way through. Big chance for Alex Levy. Shot is high. Boy, if Alex Levy limps off the field only to come back and score a goal, that would have been awesome. As it is, the high shot produces no score, and this will be a goal kick. This one goes out of bounds, and that's actually going to be the half. We are midway through this high school girls soccer contest here at Skyline Field in Brookline, Massachusetts. Your score, the Brookline High Warriors 1, the Braintree High Womps 0. Brookline generated a bunch of scoring chances, but it was one of the early ones that actually bore fruit. A header goal from Anna Leshley, her 4th goal of the season, assisted by Amara Ukamadu for Ukamadu's 3rd assist of the year. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, happy to bring you coverage of this high school girls soccer contest. If you like the broadcast, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to stay up to date, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. Links to my Facebook and Instagram are in the description of this video. I typically post links to my upcoming broadcasts on my Facebook, and I will typically post a video of the best play from my most recently covered game on Instagram. You can also reach out to me through email for requests at jgms88@gmail.com. That address is also in the description. And also, if you want to find out more, I have now developed a website, personal website, jessesports.com. That one's pretty easy to remember. You can go out there to check out samples of my work and ways to contact me, the kind of services that I offer and my prices. Once again, that is jessesports.com. Feel free to check that one out. But for now, midway through, Brookline 1, Braintree 0. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm going to put my mic on mute, but I'll be back with the second half. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Skyline Field in Brookline, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan bringing you coverage of this high school girls soccer contest between the Brookline High Warriors and the Braintree High Womps. Our score as we get ready to start the second half, 1-0 in favor of the home team Warriors, courtesy of a header goal in the first half from Anna Leshley, assisted by Amara Ukamadu. Brookline, of course, generated plenty of chances to get more than one on the board, but something always got in the way. Sarah Gonzalez actually managed to kick one into the net, but the play was blown dead, and so that one didn't count. So now with the team switching sides, the Warriors and the blue jerseys with the white jersey numbers will be going from right to left, while the visiting Braintree High Womps in their white jerseys will be going from left to right. So Brookline coming out with much the same roster that they had at the start of the first half, with a couple of exceptions. For one, Gianna Pentland, who was more a part of the second unit in the first half, is starting this one, and seeing the pitch for the first time is number 12, Celia Marinus. Braintree getting ready to start the second half as Brookline got the opening kick in the first. This one's booted down the far side, and here we go. This one goes over the head of Zoe Fagnan and out of bounds. So it'll be Brookline ball. Throw in by Fagnan, kicked by Ukamadu, and deflected off a Braintree player out of bounds. So another throw in for Brookline. Now the throw in, Marinus kicks it ahead, but taken away by Braintree. Now scrumming along the far side, taken away by Fagnan. Kicked all the way back to Sydney Freeze, and Freeze decides to kick it back to Juliana Anastopoulos. Anastopoulos boots it high in the air. Bit of a scrum for the ball, and it's ultimately taken by Sari Frankel. Frankel kicks it across midfield. Favorable bounce. Ukamadu trying to break through. Amara Ukamadu heading towards the goal. Centering kick deflected and kept in bounds. Loose ball now being chased after by a few players. Ultimately taken by Braintree's number 4. So Ukamadu making things dangerous early, but just couldn't get the angle. Throw in is taken away by Braintree. Kicked into space. Marinus downs it for a second. Now a collision. And that's going to be a penalty call against Brookline. This one kicked into the air. Over a couple heads, now off the head of Freeze. Still being scrummed for, booted high in the air. Potential chance for Braintree for a second, but Moore takes it away, keeps it in bounds, and sends it ahead to Anna Leshley. Leshley sends it ahead, finds Frankel, who now dribbles in retreat, gets an angle and tries to kick it all the way across, gets it to Fagnan, who deflects it to Washburn. Ansley Washburn kicks it across midfield, deflected in the air by Pentland, then in the air by Frankel, downed and taken for a second by Braintree, but then Washburn kicks it ahead. Now taken away by one of the Braintree backs, that's number 8. But this kick is cut off by Cecilia Wager and kicked ahead to Anna Leshley. Anna Leshley floats it ahead, trying to lead Pentland, but number 21 gets there first. Pentland still pursuing, couldn't quite get it. Number 21 still dribbling, but she lost control of it out of bounds. Maddie Moore, the quick throw in for Anna Leshley, but it's kicked away. Downed by Moore again, Moore dribbling, trying to get around, it's poked away, but recovered by Anna Leshley. Leshley trying to come around the edge, but cut off by number 13. Ball is kicked away, intercepted by Washburn. Washburn centering pass to Frankel. Frankel dribbles in retreat, runs into a defender, and penalty call goes against Frankel. Number 21 kicks it high in the air, out of bounds, and it'll go right back to Brookline. Moore, the quick throw-in, is deflected away by number 14. Number 13 kicks it away, downed by Frankel for a second, but then taken away by number 7. Pass to 14. 14 kicks it down the line, but taken by Moore. Moore touches it ahead for Frankel, taken away by 14, and then 21 kicks it ahead to 4. 4 floats it up, trying to lead one of her teammates, but Freeze swoops in and kicks it out of bounds. Thrown in to 16. That kick cut off by Moore. 27 tries to chop it into the air for number 10. Again, Freeze poking at the ball and gets a favorable deflection. This will be a goal kick. Sydney Freeze, another one of those underclassmen playing a critical role for Brookline. Her freshman year, and she's already playing as one of the team's 2 center backs, along with junior Cecilia Wager. And this ball being a bit scrummed for. Braintree trying to break through, but ultimately taken away by Fagnan. Fagnan leads Frankel. Frankel now dribbling with it. Boots it across midfield, trying to lead Ukamadou. Number 8 cuts it off and deflects it out of bounds. Throw in goes to Frankel. Frankel passes ahead to Fagnan. Fagnan gets trapped, and it's deflected out of bounds, stays with Brookline. Thrown in, deflected, and lost out of bounds. This will be Braintree ball now. Off the head of Fagnan. Deflected off of Frankel, and now Fagnan downs it. Passes over to Frankel. Frankel boots it high. Taken by number 8, Ukamadou trying to fight for it, but it's booted away. Taken by Frankel now. Frankel. Ball gets lost out of bounds. They're going to say it went off Braintree, so this will stay Brookline ball. Thrown in. Ukamadou battling along the sideline and lost out of bounds. It'll stay Brookline ball. Throw in, bit of a deflection, kicked away by number 18. Washburn tries to tap it back, but it goes out of bounds. The sun's setting right in front of our faces here at Skyline Field here in the second half, as this ball is being scrummed for, and Fagnan gets sandwiched between a couple players and draws the penalty. Free kick chance for Brookline. Cecilia Wager will be taking this kick. This one booted high in the air. Off the head of Leslie and collected by the keeper. This one booted high in the air. Downed by number 24, but collected by Frankel. Frankel now dribbling with some space to work. Floats one up, but nobody there, and it skips into the arms of the keeper. Punted into the air. Bounces past midfield, and Cecilia Wager has her feet taken out from under her, and that's going to draw a penalty. This will be a free kick for Wager. Down the line, deflected. Pentland recovers it. Turns around, got plenty of space to work, but her pass is deflected and goes back to Marinus. Marinus kicks it ahead to Frankel. Frankel dribbling. Leading pass is just too far. And actually, they called offsides on Anna Leslie anyhow. So a free kick for number 21. Booted in the air towards midfield. Number 4. Pass ahead to 21. Now booted into the air, cut off by Freeze. Downed by Leslie and tapped back. Moore takes it. Moore's kick is deflected towards the sideline. 24 keeps it in bounds, gets it to number 10. Now back to 24, booted high in the air. And it's scooped up easily by Anastopoulos. Punted into the air. Scrumming for it, and Pentland takes it. Gianna Pentland directing traffic, trying to lead for Anna Leslie. Anna Leslie takes the ball, trying to tap it for Ukamadou. Ukamadou, the centering kick is off the mark. The Brookline forwards were trying to make things happen there, but just a little bit off. This one is kicked, deflected, and chased down by Frankel, passed to the far side, nobody there, and that'll be out of bounds. Throw in for the Womps. Deflected and taken by Brookline. Kick goes all the way back to Anastopoulos, who sends it over to Moore. Moore boots it high in the air, trying to lead for Leslie. Number 13 cuts it off and kicks it out of bounds. Leslie going for the quick throw in to Pentland. Pentland turns around, has some space, launches one high, trying to lead Ukamadou. It's deflected away by 22, and the keeper boots it away. Back towards midfield. Cecilia Wager, a good job boxing out number 10 as she passes it back to Sydney Freeze. Freeze dribbling, plenty of open space, passes ahead to Frankel. Frankel kicks one down the far side for Ukamadou. Ukamadou touches it forward but deflected away. Braintree working on the clear, pass ahead to 21. Now sent over to 11. 11 slips a bit and has to pass it back to 13, who boots it high in the air, down the near side, cannot be kept in bounds. Moore the throw-in. Finds Leslie. Leslie trying to battle ahead. Too much defense, and it's taken away by 22. Or 21, rather. 21 kicks it ahead to 27. But she's cut off, and Freeze boots it away. Now a scrum for the ball. Ukamadu manages to get it, but having trouble controlling it, and it's taken away by number 2. Passed ahead, intercepted and kicked away by Freeze. 22 kicks it ahead to 2, now ahead to 10. 10 maintains control, long pass back. Number 8 boots it ahead, deflected down by Freeze, and ultimately booted into the air off the head of Wager. Downed by 24. Almost dangerous there, but Maddie Moore manages to get the position and kick it away off the head of Leshley. And now Leshley takes control of it with help from Pentland. Leshley trying to weave through, sends a leading pass, but nobody quite there, and it has to be booted out of bounds by number 8. Moore getting ready to throw this one in. She sends it to Frankel. Frankel tries to lead it for Moore. A couple of deflections. Leshley had it for a second, but now number 11 kicks it out of bounds. Another throw in from Maddie Moore. Goes to Anna Leshley, who gets tripped up by a defender. No call either way, and the ball is simply lost out of bounds off Brookline. Throw in from 14. Goes over some heads, cut off by Marinus and lost out of bounds. Looks like Brookline was trying to bring in some subs, but couldn't do it at this moment. Throw in, high bounce, off the head of 10, now off of Moore. Almost a dangerous chance there, but again, Sydney Freeze was able to cut it off. Now a pass for 24. Centering kick is completely off the mark and out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Anastopoulos. Anastopoulos boots it in the air. Downed by Frankel, back to Leshley. Ahead to Pentland. Back to Moore. Moore boots it high in the air. Bit of a deflection. And now they're trying to kick it away, but they can't. It's deflected by Pentland, taken by Velena Chernychev. Chernychev trying to lead Anna Leshley. Leshley manages to keep control of the ball. Centering pass, kicked away into the air. Leshley trying to take it back, but couldn't quite do it. Too many white shirts in there. And now Braintree working on the clear. Sydney Freeze walks up and goes off the side of her foot, being chased after by Ukamadu. Ukamadu gets control of the ball. Now a tap over to Frankel. Frankel passes over to Fagnan. Fagnan coming around the far side, trying to maintain control, along with Ukamadu. It's a scrum for it, kicked away by Braintree, and they lose it out of bounds. Gotta give the defense of Braintree some credit. Brookline has been dominating the possession today, and the fact that they're only up 1 score is a testament to Braintree's hustle. Frankel sends a pass through, but misses the mark. Trying to take the ball back now is Frankel, and she's going to get whistled for that one. Got a little too physical there, and this will be a free kick for Braintree. 1-0 remains the score here in the second half. Brookline has the lead over Braintree thanks to an early goal from Anna Leshley. Kicked along the ground, and Leshley couldn't quite control it, and 11 boots it down the field. Number 2 couldn't chase it down. This will be out of bounds Brookline ball. The sun about to dip below the tree line here at Skyline Field. But in the meantime, this is when it's going to be at its brightest. Throw in comes, and deflected off of Braintree out of bounds. Another throw-in. Throw in again. Deflections. Ukamadu gets control. Still dribbling with it. Amara Ukamadu sends a leading pass now. Anna Leshley chasing after it. Has control of it. Along the near side. Running out of room. And lost out of bounds off of Braintree. Throw in goes to Leshley. Leshley gets swarmed immediately. Ball deflected out of bounds. And they're going to say corner kick. Sari Frankel lining up to take the corner kick for Brookline as they are trying to make this a multi-score game. Here's the signal. Frankel with the kick towards the box, and it's lined right into the hands of the keeper. Punted into the air. Downed by 24 and then kicked by 11. Number 10 trying to take it, but it's taken away by Sydney Freeze. Freeze loses control of it. 24 takes it, passes to 2. Attempted pass back, deflected by Wager. Number 10 trying to chase it, but it's deflected from Leshley to Wager. Pass to Hope Leshley now. Now pass along the near side to Maddie Moore. Moore dribbling. Plenty of space to work. Winds up and kicks a floater. Goes off ahead. And now downed and booted away by number 13 into some open space. Gets past 11, and now Hope Leshley going to take control of it. She turns around, sends a pass down the far side for Ukamadu. Finds Ukamadu, who's now sending a leading pass for Zoe Fagnan. Fagnan takes it, dribbles, centering kick, just past the head. Leshley downs it, kick, wide open space, missed! That was such a good chance for Vilena Chernichev. You know she wants that one back, but it'll simply be a goal kick for Braintree, and the score will remain 1-0. This kick skips along. Ultimately intercepted by Frankel. Kick ahead is kicked back by Braintree. And now they're trying to move it. 22 passes ahead. And now a pass goes to 10. 10 looking to lead 24. And we get an offsides call. Looks like Anastopoulos will take the free kick herself, and she'll simply pass it over to Maddie Moore. Moore decides to dribble with it. Now boots it across midfield. Downed by 21, but goes to Frankel. Frankel dribbling around the middle. Decides to float it down the far side for Ukamadu. And we've got an offsides call. Again, that timing is so tough. Trying to avoid the offsides call. Pass. Skips past a couple people. Now being swarmed, and it's taken away. Kicked ahead by Maddie Moore. Leshley taps it back for Moore. Moore almost lost control of it. Gets a pass to Chernichev. Chernichev swings pass over to Hope Leshley. Leshley kicks it ahead. And another offsides call. Now number 21 will be taking the free kick for Braintree. This one's a liner, deflected back by Pentland. Leshley had it for a second. It's deflected away and then taken by 19, but cut off by Anna Leshley. Leshley dribbling with it. Centering pass, deflected away. 16 kicks it to number 4. 4 kicks it to the middle, taken away by Chernychev. Chernychev trying to send a leading pass for Anna Leshley. Number 13 has it. Leshley kicks it away, but goes right to a defender. This is 21. 21 kicks it right to Chernychev. Chernychev, the centering pass to Frankel. Frankel turns around, taps it over to Hope Leshley. Leshley sends a quick pass, deflected. Chernychev fires, and it scoops right into the hands of the keeper. Booted in the air. Couple bounces. Again, my apologies for the bad sun here. The free kick from Braintree deflects off ahead and off the bounce and into Anastopoulos' arms. The punt is downed by Pentland. She sends it over to Moore on the near side. Maddie Moore dribbling with it. Decides to dribble towards the middle. Ball's deflected away. Recovered by Chernychev and passed back to Freeze. Freeze passes to Hope Leshley. Leshley dribbling, passes it over to Moore. Moore sends one towards the middle, and it's booted high and out of bounds by Braintree. That'll be a throw-in for Brookline. Throw-in now finds Anna Leshley. Leshley turns it around, passes towards the middle, but no room there, and it's kicked away. Goes back to Hope Leshley. Hope Leshley fires off the side of her foot, and that's going to fly out of bounds. It's so hard in the midst of fast-moving action to get your kick off cleanly. Now a goal kick for the Womps. This one kicked into the air. Loose ball taken by Fagnan. Fagnan dribbling towards the middle. Zoe Fagnan sends a pass ahead, deflected away, but then goes right back to Fagnan. Pass, touch from Frankel, deflected away, back to Frankel. Frankel almost has her pocket picked, and it's kicked away to Braintree. Hope Leshley deflects it away. Frankel takes it. Frankel trying to come around. Frankel being cut off by Braintree's number 8, and that's going to be out of bounds for a corner kick. Or, no, it's going to be a goal kick. They're going to say number 8 simply boxed Frankel out and did not touch the ball. "1-0 remains the score in favor of Brookline here in the second half. Braintree keeper with the goal kick. Skips along, taken by Fagnan, sent ahead to Leshley. Leshley decides to pass it back to Cecilia Wager, who's getting some pressure from number 24. She kicks it away to Sydney Freeze, and now over to Maddie Moore with some space. Moore kicks it ahead to Chernychev. Chernychev being pursued from behind, ball deflected away, but still scrumming for it. Chernychev gets it back. Manages to get a pass away to Leshley. Leshley passes it over to Moore. Moore's got some space on the near side. Centering kick, curves in, and I think we had an offsides call. Not that it would have mattered. It skipped into the arms of the goalie anyway. Keeper boots it. High and shallow. 11 trying to keep it in bounds, can't do it. Moore throws it in off the foot of Anna Leshley into open space, kicked away by Braintree, and now they're working on the transition. Number 7 battling against Hope Leshley. The deflection goes ahead, but then kicked right back by Brookline, and Gianna Pentland gets control of it. Floats it down the far side. It gets past Ukamadu, but she's trying to chase it down and keep it in bounds. She does. Pass over to Frankel. Frankel dribbles towards the middle. Still dribbling. Sends one in. Off the head and into the arms of the keeper. This one booted high. And Freeze swoops in and kicks that one down the field and out of bounds. Number 13 throwing it in. Now another throw in. Anna Leshley passes. Now a loose ball. Kicked across midfield, chased down by Sydney Freeze, and kicked back to Anastopoulos. Anastopoulos downs it and kicks it towards midfield, intercepted for a second, but then taken by Hope Leshley. Leshley dribbling, passes ahead, trying to lead Pentland. Pentland's got a chance! Gianna Pentland trying to fight her way through, and she got cut off. Ball is lost out of bounds. She was cut off by a defender and the keeper. Couldn't quite keep track of the ball. No penalty call on that one, and so it'll be a goal kick for Braintree. Couple deflections off the head of Chernychev, off the foot of Pentland, but ultimately back to number 8. Kicks it into space, intercepted by Chernychev, who touches it ahead to Pentland, who now sends it over to Moore. Moore sends it ahead to Leshley. Leshley trying to fight through a defender. Looks like one of the defenders might have taken one in the nose, as this leads to a corner kick. Wait, no, they're calling another goal kick? The Brookline players not happy about this call, as this will be another goal kick for the Womps. Deflected to Anna Leshley. Touched back to Maddie Moore, who runs out of space. Number 24 takes it. Now Maddie Moore kicks it away, and it's out of bounds. This will be a throw-in for Braintree. We've got a substitution coming in for Braintree late here in the second half. 1-0, the score in favor of Brookline. Throw in here, off the head of Anna Leshley, and then deflected over to 24, keeping it in bounds, cut off by Sydney Freeze, but she still battles through it, gets a kick away to number 10, cut off by Fagnan, and then Wager boots it away across midfield, deflected by Ukamadu back to Frankel. Frankel trying to dribble her way through, runs out of room, ball's kicked away, booted up in the air, deflecting back and forth. Now Anna Leshley swoops in and deflects it to her sister. Hope dribbling with it. Running out of room, and she has to pass it back to Wager. Wager taps it back to Freeze. Freeze turns around and sends it to the far end to Fagnan. Zoe Fagnan dribbles and passes one down the line for Ukamadu. Ukamadu attempted centering pass is deflected out of bounds. That'll remain Brookline ball. Throw in goes down the line. Being scrummed for. Ukamadu gets it away. Nice pass to Chernychev. Chernychev tries to pass ahead. Deflected away by 21. Leshley taps one for Moore. Moore taps it through the defender's legs and manages to lead herself. Now tapped to Anna Leshley. Now leading for Maddie Moore. Moore, a centering kick right into the arms of the keeper. Now the punt towards midfield. Scrumming for the ball, and ultimately won by Zoe Fagnan. Fagnan passes ahead to Pentland, now deflected over to Frankel. Frankel dribbles around, tries to pass ahead, cut off by 22. Ukamadu still fighting for it. Ukamadu breaking through, starting to dribble towards the net. Centering kick, deflected away by 13. and kicked away. Tracked down by Hope Leshley. Leshley sends a pass leading for Anna Leshley. Anna Leshley trying to gain the edge. Attempted centering pass. Nobody there. Kicked away. Gets away from everyone into open space. Tracked down by Moore. Passed ahead to Frankel. Frankel dribbling around. Passing over to Ukamadu. And an offsides call. The sun's starting to dip beneath the trees. And with no stadium lights here, you know that this game is going to end soon. Free kick for the Womps. Downed by Leshley, deflected by Ukamadu, booted into the air by Frankel, off the head of Pentland. Leshley whiffed on the header. Anna Leshley was down for a second, but looks like she's up and okay, as Brookline now trying to rework another offensive attack. The pass goes ahead to Pentland. Pentland trying to lead Leshley. Leshley cut off, and the goalie swoops in and takes it. Punted in the air off the head of Hope Leshley. Now off the foot of 13. Again off the head of Hope. Now poked away again by 13. Sent ahead, but now taken by Sydney Freeze. Sent all the way back to Anastopoulos. Anastopoulos passed it to the far end to Zoe Fagnan. Fagnan dribbling towards the middle. Boots one ahead down the far side. Taken by Frankel. Frankel dribbling through. Sends a leading pass for Ukamadu. Ukamadu takes it, has to keep it in bounds. The kick deflected. And looks like we're going to get a corner kick this time after a wave of subs. Looks like the corner kick will be taken by Zoe Fagnan. Brookline bringing a lot of players forward, including one of their center backs in Cecilia Wager. Of course, she's one of their taller players, so it makes some sense. Fagnan with the signal. Booted high in the air and taken out of the air by the keeper. Alex Levy was trying to fight for that one, but just didn't have the height. This one booted high in the air. Bounces across midfield. Tapped down by Sydney Freeze, but ultimately taken away by 24. Now downed by Mila Seifert. Seifert trying to now gain the edge and kick that one ahead, but that's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be Braintree ball. No scoreboard here, so no way to tell how much time we have left in this one. 1-0 the Brookline lead. Throw in is deflected out of bounds by Brookline. Another throw in, off the head, off another head, off a third head, and now ultimately tapped ahead by Levy to Frankel. Frankel sends it down the line, and that's likely going to be recovered by Braintree's number 8, and thanks to the speed of Ukamadu, she has to kick it out of bounds. I gotta say, I like the aggression from Brookline in this game. They could play not to lose, but they wanna get another score. Alex Levy trying to fight her way through, and it's kicked out of bounds. Thrown in to Levy, tapped back. Now a kick, booted away by 27 and out of bounds. Just not a lot of space to work with in this corner. Seifert gets ready for another throw-in. This time aimed at Hope Leshley. Leshley's got some space to dribble. Cut off by 24, but it goes right to Frankel. Frankel dribbling against 24. And Maddie Moore swoops in and takes the ball. Now Moore passes for Frankel. Frankel keeps it in bounds. Frankel winds up, Centering kick into the air, deflects off a Braintree head, taken by Hope Leshley. Leshley fires, and that one two hops into the arms of the keeper. Punted off ahead. Now deflected ahead by Braintree. Wager chasing after it. Passes it back to Anastopoulos, who boots it off the side of her foot. Wager trying to keep it in bounds. Number 10 battling for it. Wager takes it out of there somehow and kicks it away. I don't know how. But Braintree trying to get back on the attack, trying to get control of the ball. Managed to complete a pass, but Wager kicks it away out of bounds. Credit to Cecilia Wager for not letting that turn into a corner kick situation. Throw in. Scrumming for the ball along the far side. Number 4 manages to kick that one away. But Wager boxes out her opponent, and that turns into a goal kick. Anastopoulos boots one high in the air towards Fagnan. Downed by Zoe Fagnan. Gets around 24. Boots it down the line for Maddie Moore. Maddie Moore couldn't quite get through 21. And 21 takes the ball away. This one booted into the air, deflected out of bounds by Freeze. .13 throws it in, off of 24's foot and out of bounds. This will go back to Brookline. Moore throws it in for Fagnan, who downs it, kicked out of bounds by 16, and it'll be another throw-in. Another throw-in down the line to Pentland. 16 swoops in, kicks it away, but right to Levy. Levy tries to send a long pass for Ukamadou. Ukamadou trying to fight against 22, and she manages to take the ball. Amara Ukamadou trying to come around the edge on the far side, outnumbered by the defenders, and number 8 takes the ball away. Now kicks it ahead for a teammate, but it's cut off by Seifert. Seifert kicks it towards the middle, and it skips past to Frankel. Sari Frankel will not have a chance to do anything else. That is your ball game. The final score here at Skyline Field, the Brookline High Warriors 1, the Braintree High Womps 0. The lone score coming early in the first half on a nice header by freshman Anna Leshley off the assist from sophomore Amara Ukamadou. Senior co-captain and goalkeeper Juliana Anastopoulos claims her 8th shutout win of the season, and Brookline improves to 10-1-1 on the year. So one of those games where you're happy with the overall result, but you know Brookline wanted more than one score in this game. They had a lot of great chances. They were playing aggressive to the end, and you know they're going to stay hungry for the next one. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, happy to have brought you coverage of this high school girls soccer contest. Once again, if you like the broadcast, be sure to like the video. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel to stay on top of all my upcoming broadcasts. You can also follow me on social media. Links are in the description. And you can also email me for requests of game coverage. That email address also in the description. You can also check out my new website at jessesports.com to find out any additional information you might need. But in the meantime, Brookline 1, Braintree 0. The next game for Brookline is going to be a good one. They'll be back here at Skyline Field next Tuesday, hosting the only team to have beaten them and the only team to have scored on them all season. That is the Natick Redhawks. That'll be this coming Tuesday at 4 p.m. right back here at Skyline Field. So that should be a good one. But for now, this one is in the books. Brookline 1, Braintree 0. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan from Skyline Field, signing off. Thank you all for watching.